Hey Hope Haven, it is Friday, April 24th, and I am coming with you guys, to you guys with a update to talk about what I'm sure you guys have all heard in the news is about Governor Brian Kemp lifting some restrictions that were in place for the statewide shelter-in-place order. And so I want to talk about how that impacts Hope Haven and how, as an organization, we are going to travel through the next couple of weeks. Okay, so first let's talk about the Brian Kemp's order. So what it is it basically starting today on Friday the 24th, he has lifted some restrictions on a sub of a category of businesses. Those businesses are movie theaters. Well, I'm sorry, movie theaters will be on Monday, but on Friday it is nail salons, hair salons, massage therapy places, and on Monday we'll then and bowling alleys. I know so many people love to bowl. Then on Monday will be movie theaters and some limited dine-in options at restaurants. Lord knows I am sick of cooking, and it would be so nice to go to a restaurant. However, in this restriction, he did recommend and say that folks who are of vulnerable populations that have any sort of medical complications or are medically frail or medically compromised should continue to shelter in place through the duration of the state of Georgia's state of emergency. So while he is lifting restrictions on a shelter in place order, the state of emergency is still in place until May 13th. So let's talk about how that will impact Hope Haven. So essentially, I will be asking and giving the directive really that all of our CRA individuals will continue to shelter in place in the same holding pattern that we've been in until at least May 13th, when the state of emergency is lifted for the state of Georgia. I'm going to ask that our CLS individuals, I know you live in your own homes, you move about the community, a lot without staff. But while we are with you, we are going to continue to shelter in place and help do activities at home. So, it's really going to be the safest thing for our individuals, and it is the recommendation of the CDC as well as our Governor Brian Kemp. Now, my ask for you guys as staff. So while some of you may not fall, you guys don't fall in the category of being a vulnerable population or medically frail or medically compromised, I am going to ask that you also continue to shelter in place as you were before these restrictions, the restriction was lifted. Because if we start moving around our community and being exposed to more people and more interactions where we may be exposed to this virus, that's a higher opportunity to bring it to our individuals, and it kind of defeats the purpose of our individuals sheltering in place. I know that's a really hard ask. Lord knows that I am sick of cooking and I would love to go out to a restaurant. But I am not going to. I'm going to continue to shelter in place, and I'm going to ask you to shelter in place with me and with our individuals to help give them the best shot of getting through this as healthy as possible. So with that, y'all, I really just once again, I want to say thank you for being resilient. I know it was really difficult, especially in the beginning, to get through those first couple of weeks until we kind of fell into a pattern. And there was so much unsurety and uncertainty going on. And so I really want to say thank you. You guys all continued to show up. You all came and you did your best and figured lots of things out in a really uncertain time. So thank you once again. Please continue to shelter in place until May 13th. And I will come to you with updates as soon as I have them or I have more information. Thanks so much.